Yeah, go do hockey stuff. Not do social media stuff. Welcome to the 12:45 edition of Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors versus Alexandria as they take the ice here at the Exchange Arena, and they smell like hockey. Shows we're live. It looks like we're live. Checking on my phone. I can see it. Technical issues worked out via my partner from home who couldn't make it today because he's got a cold. And I don't blame him for not wanting to drive all the way down here to broadcast, even though his daughter isn't even playing. So got some Alexandria parents wanting to know where we broadcast from, so now I might need to keep it. Well, I'll still be biased towards our gals, I guess, but so the ladies coming off of a little bit of a road trip yesterday to Grand Rapids for 2 games. It was a split series, as they call it in the biz, where we won the first one, they won the second one. A couple of injuries now today. I know McKenna is on the bench. She hurt her knee in the first game. Her dad, Jerry, said it was all black and blue and swollen, so they're going to give it a day. So she's on the bench watching, cheering on from there. Jessa Tome still over there, and Allie Oim, I think, it looks like, is still on the bench over there with, I think she had like a knee injury too or something. Alexandria making their way up here for a mid-afternoon game. I haven't played them this year, but we haven't played really anybody this year. We played Grand Rapids twice. Scrimmage a couple weeks ago, and then yesterday's 2 games. So hopefully they come out with some fire and intensity like they had in the first game yesterday. Second game maybe looked a little slow. I'm blaming Culver's lunch for that. Maybe the slowness. That, and then I think a few girls were banged up that I didn't know about either. That could explain things. So it was a pretty even game as far as shots and whatnot, but just seemed like second game they just had lost a step compared to the first game. 3.5 minutes left in the warm-ups here. Hey, and that Alexandria coach has got shorts on. So there you go, Brian. I told Brian it's the first time I ever seen him in long pants yesterday, but he said he wasn't certain about the dress code for the coaching staff, so he had to wear long pants. So Alexandria coach can wear shorts. I bet you could. Show off them calves. Looks like it's probably going to be the same crowd we had here yesterday on the ice. In addition to Melissa Novak, looks like she's here today. Did we gain anybody else? Rodemaker's wearing her jersey today, not Jessa Tome, so that shouldn't confuse me as much today as it did yesterday for the first little bit. And I won't be watching the Pillager football game on my phone and paying attention to this game most of the time today. Unfortunately, they lost yesterday, 30-22. And the live feed broadcast on Huddle cut out right as Pillager scored a 73-yard touchdown to tie it up with like 4 minutes left, and you couldn't watch it anymore. So apparently it wasn't just my phone, because my wife texted and said too that it looks like the Pillager live feed is down. So But so great season for those Pillager boys. You know, we got a few Pillager girls on this team. They had ended the season, regular season 8-0 and lost in the, I guess, second round of playoffs after they had a first round bye. But the Osakas team that beat them will have their hands full with Holdingford, who destroyed Staples Motley yesterday, 41-0. And when Pillager played Staples, it was a battle. We ended up winning by, I can't remember, was it 4 or something, 5? And so yeah, they'll have their hands full with Holdingford the way it sounds. Osakas will. But that's neither here nor there for the Pillager Huskies, I guess. So, and again, for people tuning in, we have Pillager girls on the Brainerd Little Falls hockey team because they co-op with Pillager co-ops with Little Falls, and in turn, Little Falls co-ops with Brainerd hockey for the girls' side. So essentially, it's Brainerd Little Falls Pillager, but Pillager just isn't on the name tag, I guess. I guess I don't see anybody else besides Novak that joined us that wasn't here yesterday as of now. We'll find out. Let's go, ladies, my mother says. And Kaisa Tavanka, first-time caller, long-time listener. Who's in net today? That is my daughter, Delaney. Abigail isn't here again today. I guess I never get the injury reports or status reports on who's here and who isn't. I kind of just come up here and make sure my perch and nest is ready to go, and I probably should get some. Now that I don't have anybody to banter back and forth with about absolutely nothing that pertains to hockey, I should maybe try to get some hockey facts to tell the crowd. My wife is driving back, if she's listening, with her girlfriends from a girls' trip. Sounds like they survived the trip. They're making their way home to come back to reality. She texted me earlier and said how she wishes, she didn't say she wishes she could stay. She was like, excited to come back home to listen to kids fight and see my beautiful face. If you believe that, I have something to sell. I'm on the OSHA-approved ledge of death here in the Little Falls Exchange Arena. That they took the big pole out in the middle here so get a little more room, but I can't move my feet that much because, as you see, it shakes the camera. So I'll have to try to stand still. And yes, Kai-san, they might have done a lot of that. They weren't scrapbooking up there. I think it was just a girls' weekend, so I don't think they were doing any cutting. Keep that PG. So starting lineup is going to be Addie Frenchie Goebel. We've donned the nickname now. We've okayed it with her mother. She even asked, where does the name Frenchie come from? And I said, that's Kai-san Itivankam's. Has nothing to do with hockey type thing, but that's how nicknames stick. Face-off is taken by Hool, or on the dot was Hool, but taken by Alexandria. Skating down near side, now taken away by Frenchie. Novak up in the corner, getting it challenged up there. Pass up to Hool. Hool has 4 girls around her, knocks a stick out of one girl's hands and pushes her on another girl, now up against far side boards by the Alexandria bench. Hool pushing it up the boards to herself now. She's got a little bit of a crease by herself. Tries to put on a move, fires in a shot, save, and gets smashed into the boards, but she got up. So nice job, Hool, just flying around as she did all day yesterday and starting off today, just ripping around here. Let's see if they're going to put shots on the board. They did. So I don't have to worry about doing that. I just got to get period by period. Pretty sure they made it to France on a trip. We'll make the nickname. They actually did go to France. That's what I asked her. I said, we didn't even know if you were in France. She said, they were. And I said, well, I guess that helps with the nickname. But I think it would have been a better story if they weren't even in France. And we just call her Frenchie. And then, Frenchie on the movie Grease, she's a fiery dark-haired girl, so could be that too. She's a fiery skater out there. Dump rope has it now, skating around, pass up to the far side, up to Hogstead. Hogstead passes back over to Dump rope. Dump rope advancing the puck up. She has Welch and Hogstead on her left-hand side, skating around the back side of the net, trying to get it over to Welch. Tipped up. There comes Welch out of the scrum with it. Fires a shot. Top shelf goal. Lila Wheels Welch picked out a corner. She just skated out of that scrum, and everybody else was still in there, like fighting over where they thought the puck was. And Lila just snuck out of there with the puck, picked up top shelf goal. Nice job, Lila Wheels Welch. Her first goal of this young season, as she skates back out to the center ice for Hogstead to, oh, I got it right. I got to put that on the scoreboard. That was Dump rope taking the face-off. And now Hogstead, who I was just talking about earlier, skating around with it.
Scoring for your Flying Warriors, number 13, Lila Welch, assisted by number 7, Aaliyah Dump rope. That's Welch from Dump rope at 1:13 of the first.
Dump rope getting the assist on Lila Wheels Welch's goal. So early lead now for the ladies, 1-0. 15:20 left in the first period. So puck sent all the way down over the other end. Girl fans on it at the end line. Passes it out, intercepted by Annie Brown. Passes over towards Horton on the near side. Horton going to skate over to try to fire in the puck, and it's sent back up to Scarlett, who just dumps it back down behind the net. Skating behind the net now is Rodemaker. Sends it out to center, but nobody home except for an Alexandria Cardinal. Now going to the far side. Pushes it off the boards now. Rodemaker has it. And kicked up now by one of the Cardinals, but taken back by the Brainerd Little Falls. Backhanded down towards the net, where Delaney's going to push that one off. Not covered up, pushes it off over towards Scarlett. And Hills from the Alexandria came out of the scrum with it, and I thought she was going to pull Lila Welch. She come out of the scrum and hit the corner. Oof, big shot here. Scarlett's cringing, wincing in pain. She's getting up slow, but she's getting up. She got hitting the boards pretty hard, and she's not skating towards the bench. She's like, I'm getting back out there. Skates back down to her position. Gets right in there with Rodemaker and Horton. Puck loose now on the near side corner. Sent back out where Novak came flying out of nowhere to intercept that puck. As she skates down near side now, cuts across, goes to center, loads up, fires in a shot, center mass save. Nice job by Novaks, flying over from the far side, pick up that intercepted puck and skate it down and put a nice shot on. 13:56 left in the first. Let's try to make Horton's nickname Here's a Who. Yeah, we could, I guess. I kind of like it. See, this is why you're at home thinking about all the quippy, whimsical things. Hool now, skating around. And Goebel, Frenchie's pass it into Hool, fires in a shot off the face of the goalie. Puck loose. Goal! Cleaned up by Alyssa Novak. So out in front, taking out the garbage. A 2-0 early lead here for Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors. And I think that's the first one that Novak, that I've been here to see score. So two girls that opening up their season with the first goals of the season, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, 13:32 left. Yeah, Goebel and who'd she say? Novak? Novak scored it. Oh, and Hool with the assist. Centering pass again, broken up, but Hool gets in there, passes back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc smashes up to herself, fires in a center, say a corner shot, but goalie picked that one off and gloved it, hands it to the referee, and we're going to have a defensive zone face-off. 13:02 left. 6 shots on goal so far for the Brainerd Little Falls ladies. 0 thus far for Alexandria. And as a goalie dad, let's keep it that way. Face off by Dump Rope. One hit it to herself over the near side corner. Hit off the board. Scarlett keeps it in. Sends it down the center towards Hogstead, but Hogstead had a person on her. Pushed it off to the near side now. Scarlett at the blue line. Just about kept it in, but couldn't quite. It was tipped off now. 27 just dumps it down in the zone back behind Delaney. Scarlett stops, reverses pass, kind of lost control of the puck back behind that. Puck loose out in front. Backhanded pass off the shin guard of Isla Johnson. Her backhanded shot, I should say. Now back to Isla. She's trying to send it up the boards. Still loose on the boards. Hogstead shovels it up into the neutral zone where a girl coming right off the bench picks it up in stride, skating near side now. Back skating is Scarlett, but taken away by Welch and Dump Rope. Dump Rope with control of it now, skating out in front of Delaney, skating cross ice, looking for someone to pass to. She's getting a lot of girls converging on her, just a dump and chase here. Annie Rapp Brown down there. Banged out the boards near side. Home now, she sends it cross ice off the stick of Rodemaker, but right to Brown. Rodemaker picks it up off of Brown's stick, sends it over now back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc stops, strong side, left side, tries to fire a shot, deflected by the stick of one of the Cardinals. Pushed up against the boards now. Center, so I was going to say centering pass by that. Here's a who. Horton's shot slapper from the blue line by LeBlanc, didn't make it to the net. Picked up by the defense of the Cardinals. And another shot right into the face of LeBlanc, who knocks it out of the sky. Sends it over near side. Puck over in the near side corner. Horton with it now, getting pushed up against the boards. Now coming out of the scrum is Tome. Tome now just pile driving a girl into the ice, past cross ice, but picked off by Schmidt. Loads up, fires in a shot, glove save by Delaney. She looked like a real-life goalie there, kicking her right leg off the post, pushing over left, and scooping it off the ice with her glove. 10:58 left in the first period. Brainerd Little Falls with a 2-0 lead. I wonder if I'd be better off standing on the bleachers next to this so it doesn't shake so much. I don't remember it being this shaky before when we were up here. Maybe I bet you they got rid of that post in here that was connected to the ceiling that kind of like anchored down this ledge of death I'm standing on. Here comes Frenchie Goebel skating off near side. She fires in a shot, pipe, pushed off to the far side corner now where Isla Johnson has it, sends it back down deep in the far side where Goebel's going to give chase now as it sneaks around towards the near side where Houle picks it up out of the corner. She's probably going to look for Haar up at the blue line and does. Haar loads up, fires in a shot, missed wide left, pushed it through traffic. Novak, who's looking for a second goal today, tries to push one in, but off the stick of one of the defenders. Haar picks it up, or Novak picks it back up again, skates it back behind the net, back up to the blue line corner where Haar has it, loads up, fires in a knuckle puck into the back of the girls. Rebound attempt, shot up by Houle into the back. Another girl, puck loosed in the crease, now pushed off near side. Haar has it at the blue line again, fires in another shot, wide right. Houle's going to pick it up off the boards. Sent out now to neutral where Haar has it. Waits for the zone to clear, skates it in. They got a line change, fires in a shot. Pushed off by the goalie last second. It was going for that glove side corner. As Alexandria tries to get the puck out of the zone, and they do. Skating now near side. Fired in a shot, deflected by Dump Rope up out of bounds, out of the rink. So it'll be a defensive zone face-off coming here. 9:32 left in the first. On that face-off will be Dump Rope. Pushed off the glass by Dump Rope on the face-off. Sent out of the zone, but Alexandria's going to pick it up. And giving chase is Lila Wheels-Welch, who has scored the opening goal of the game. Now Dump Rope puts on a lot of defensive pressure and pushes that girl off the puck, sent down now. Dump Rope has it now. Skating up with it, passes it up to Hogstead. Hogstead couldn't quite handle it. Now it's out in front of her, but keeps pursuit on the puck. Dump Rope fighting for it back behind the net with Welch. Hogstead in the corner, tries to send it center ice. Nobody there, hits the side of the cage. Over to the near side corner now. Scarlett waiting up at the blue line corner, but Dump Rope takes it out of the corner, skates across center, fires in a shot off the stick of number 16. Another shot, rebound, save by someone. I couldn't tell if that was Hogstead, but coming the other direction now are the Cardinals. Scarlett stops that one, dumps it back down in the zone, and it'll be offsides. So neutral zone face-off coming here. 8:30 left in the first, 2-0. 2-0 lead for your Iron Fire Ironworks Little Falls Flying Warriors 15U team here at the Exchange Arena in Little Falls. The first home game in Little Falls this year. I like broadcasting this rink. It's got good sight lines, decent place to stand. I always say about the rinks, some people don't like it when they're cold and whatnot. And, I mean, I don't mind it. As long as it's got good sight lines and good Wi-Fi, I think it's a good rink. Shot from the point, saved Delaney, back behind the net now. Taking it out is LeBlanc. Tries to dump it up to Horton. Who heard a who. Sent back down now. Girl back skating with it as Horton gets up there, put on the defensive pressure. Now sent past LeBlanc. All it's going to be on net. So Delaney pushes it off to Har. Har skating with it now near side corner over here. Puck floating around now. Tried to be picked up by Rodemaker, but taken away by Alexandria, and it doesn't matter because they were offsides. 7:45 left in the first. Shots on net are 7 for the Cardinals. 7 for Little Falls. Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors, 3 for the Cardinals. Face-off won by Houle, back 2. Oh, I couldn't tell. Oh, that was Rodemaker. No, that's Isla. That's about 3 seconds too late on my call there, but Houle, jeepers, just flew in and put a shoulder into a girl, and she's down. She's moving. Looks like she's going to be getting back up. And I think Kai-san always says death taxes and a Ellie Houle penalty. I don't see one right now, but she plays aggressively, that's for sure. But that girl skated off. They both hit the boards pretty hard. And she's staying out there, so my guess is they'll probably keep an eye on Ellie Houle now after that one, if they don't already haven't already. But nothing wrong with aggressive play, I guess. She's flying around at a million miles an hour at all times. So puck loose now. There's Ellie Houle right there, and banged up to neutral now. Isla Johnson just dumps it down into the corner. It'll be a dump and change as Novak skates off and Hogstead skates back on. Banged off the boards now, kept in the zone by Johnson. Knocked out of the sky by one of the defenders. Centering pass, getting towards Hogstead. Couldn't quite get there. Frenchie Goebel now near side corner where you can't see because I don't have the camera on it. Sent up now. Scarlett kind of bumped past it, tried to get it over towards Johnson, but taken away by one of the Cardinals. Now coming up the far side boards is Ellie Hogstead. Oh, poked away. Otherwise she would have had a nice clean run there. Sent cross ice now. Scarlett sends it down ice. Here comes Hogstead skating in. Centering pass, trying to get it over to Lila Wills-Welch, but taken away at the last second. Tipped up by one of the Cardinals. Cross ice pass by dump rope, fired in a shot. Goal! Ellie Hogstead hit 5-hole. And the Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors are buzzing, taking a 3-goal lead here early in the game with 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left in the first period. Hitting all the angles. Different girl every shot. Top corner, 5-hole. And I think the other one was another top corner. And take that sentence for what it's worth, Kai-san. I know you're going to text me. Leah Dumprope with the assist on the Ellie Hogstead goal. Puck's floating down now. LeBlanc trying to get after it. Dump rope right there too. LeBlanc dumps it down into the near side corner, trying to get it up towards Welch. Sent back behind Delaney now, where Tome's going to pick it up. Tome passes it up ice, off the stick of Lila. Kind of caught her in stride, but it's going to be an icing. Defensive zone face-off coming here. 5:40 left in the first period. BLF with a 3-goal lead. But in the words of Ben Nelson, a lot of game left. On the face-off will be Rodemaker with her jersey that says Rodemaker on it today and not Tome. Won by Rodemaker. Over to Johnson, who shovels it over to the near side corner. Horton down there with Har. Har and Horton, attorneys at law. Sent down towards Delaney. Puck's taken away before Delaney could touch it with her stick by Isla Johnson. Isla bangs it around the corner towards Horton. Sends it off the glass again. Sends it all the way down ice. And it's going to be an icing again. Ice, ice, baby. This is what my wife sings when in volleyball when the girls get an ace. She's trying to get it to catch on. She sings ace, ace, baby. Some people tell her to trying to stop make fetch work. Just like trying to make ice, ice, or ace, ace, baby catch on. Again, she's driving home right now listening to this with her friends. Probably Marcia. Hello, Marcia. Now Johnson has it now, sends it up towards the boards where Brown was getting off the ice, and Alyssa Novak, who's got a goal already today, skated on, but couldn't quite control it. Hills skating down now near side, loads up, fires in a shot, misses wide right, all the way over now to the far side corner. Scrum up by the Brainerd Little Falls bench, over by Amy Haar, who's the team photographer. Sent into Delaney, who safely covers it up with her glove and stick. Hey, my wife says, "Why are you so obsessed with me?" She got the reference of the movie, at least. I'm just so obsessed with you because you're always so calm and beautiful. Shot now by the point, from the point, blocked. Didn't make it. Delaney hit the side of the cage now. Near side, banged off the boards. Now Frenchie is in there. Shot across the face of Delaney, pushed over to the far side. Centering pass broken up by Houle. Houle flying around. Oh, girl dove out and took it away. Scarlett now near side. Frenchie sends it up to Houle. Houle's advancing the puck now. Enters the zone and 1-on-2. Bulldozes right through there. Fired in a shot. And hit the side of the cage. I didn't see what happened, but there's a penalty on the death taxes and an Ellie Houle penalty. I heard Alexandria parents yelling, "Hey," so it must have been egregious. So, with 3:51 left in the first period, defense's own face-off coming here. Brainerd on the first penalty kill of the game. And welcome all Alexandria folk that are maybe watching. I'm assuming an Alexandria dad, unless it was an uncle or something of one of our girls, asking if this is public. And yes, it's very much public. At the Board Bang broadcast, we welcome everybody here. You'll just hear more of a biased home team announcer for Brainerd than you will the opposite team. But either way, you can do like most grandparents we've heard before do to me and just mute me, and because they don't like listening to me.
Penalty has been assessed to Brainerd Little Falls number 66, Elise Houle. 2 minutes for slashing.
2 minutes for slashing. Centering pass across the face of Delaney. Banged off the boards now. Girl back behind it. Hills centering pass broken up by Scarlett. Puck loose out in front. Shot, goal. Rebound attempt. Sends one in. So the power play paid off for Alexandria as they got the first goal of the game for them. And makes that score 3-1 with 3:16. Austin 3:16 left in the first period when we were about 35 seconds into the penalty. So being it's a minor penalty, back to full strength is Brainerd Little Falls. On the faceoff will be Rodemaker. And the referee's trying to figure out something. I'm going to tilt this a little bit here. Would you look at that? Maybe kind of level, not too much the other way. Face-off won by Brainerd from off the sticker Rodemaker to Haar. Haar sends it down right into the awaiting stick of Alexandria.
The goal scored by Alexandria's number 12, Charlie Hills, unassisted.
For all the Alexandria folk that might be watching, that goal is scored by number 12, Charlie Mills, unassisted. Sent back down into Brainerd zone, picked up by Haar, sent cross ice over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc dumps across ice, trying to get it to Brown, off the stick of Brown. Haar there fighting for it. Rodemaker also up there. That's kind of playing back and forth pass in neutral zone. Sent down now. Cross face-off circle. Haar gets in there. LeBlanc picks it up off the board, stops, reverses pass, comes back near side, sends it down in the corner, trying to get it up towards Frenchie Goebel. Shot from save Delaney, pushed off over to the far side. Centering pass again by the red jerseys of Alexandria. That's going to be an offsides. So neutral zone face-off coming here. Who's texting me? Kai-san. Oh no. He said, hopefully I don't have Scatabo on my fantasy team. Pretty sure he broke his ankle and is out for the game. Well, I do have him, and I'm impressed that his ankle broke before his skull collapsed, the way he runs. Here comes Goebel, centering pass, shot across, save. Nice pass from Goebel over to Novak. And Novak fired one in, looked like a center mass save by their goalie. At least if Scatabo is out, I'm already have no running backs besides him anyways, so now I'll just have absolutely nobody. Back behind the net now, Alexandria picks up the puck, sends it over onto the near side corner, Ovahia. Skating up is Houle. Houle fighting people off, picks up the puck, advances the puck. It's a 1-on-4, going behind her now is Goebel. Banged off the boards now. Novak up on top with the puck. Loose now. Back across Scarlett. Scarlett's got to put some jets on here and be the first one there, as she's got an Alexandria girl right on her tail. That's the same girl, that Hills girl that scored the goal, is flying down there, but Scarlett was able to get it, and Sniper took down one of the Alexandria girls as Scarlett skating cross ice. Skating through traffic. It's poke checked away at the blue line. Off the skate of a girl, kept in momentarily by Novak. Oh, and then Lila got absolutely pile drove. And I like how the referee looked over at the other referee like, should I call that? And didn't. Near side boards now picked up by Dump Rope. Dump Rope passes it up to Hogstead. Taken away now by Alexandria, but Hogstead tries to send cross ice. Taken again by Alexandria. Now Dump Rope has it back, passes it over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc loads up left side, strong side, fires in a shot, pushed off by the goalie. Behind the net now, Alexandria advancing the puck over the far side as we have girls skating up now. Sends it all the way down the backside. Picked up by LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating up with the puck, passes over to Dump Rope. Dump Rope skating around one girl, skating around another, passes it up towards Hogstead, can't quite handle the puck. So Alexandria is going to take it now back behind the net. Nice job by Horton to stop that rush. She heard a who down in the corner and stopped that rush, took the puck, but Alexandria took it back. Now skating towards the near side boards, and that's the end of the first period. I wasn't watching the clock at all. Kai-san, and 3-1 going into the second period. Brainerd Little Falls with a early lead, and Alexandria sending in a power play goal with about 30-some seconds into the power play. 10 shots for Brainerd Little Falls, 6 shots for Alexandria after one, so I got to write this down because I guess my wife's doing stats. At least I remembered my coat today. Number 81 is Scarlet. Don't forget to change the period. And I'm not reading that other message you just sent me. For all of you that are new to this, Kai-san likes texting me grotesque things, trying to get me to read them on air, which would get me canceled by the FCC. So Coach Jess over there coaching up the white jerseys provided by Iron Fire Ironworks, Brainerd Little Falls. Check them out at ironfiremn.com. They're our sponsors this year. They're a full-service metal fabrication shop. They had 26 years of ornamental ironwork and custom steel fabricating. They make different things, custom ironwork, like iron railings, curved and spiral staircases. I remember seeing one of those staircases. It's actually pretty freaking sweet. Does some plasma cutting, and up north art. So he made us a fire ring that said Dolan River Rats plasma cut into it. It's pretty sweet. He also does structural steel fabrication, beams and columns, ornamental fencing, steel and aluminum and vinyl. contact them to learn more about what they can do for you. Iron Fire Inc. at ironfiremn.com. Thank you to Iron Fire Ironworks for sponsoring the 15U ladies this year. That was a pretty official sponsorship read there. You like that, Kai-san? We're going big time here. So Delaney skates down to the left side as we're getting ready to start period 2. She'll be tending to the goal on the west side of the arena. For all of you people that know north, south, east, and west, my wife not being one of them. You just tell her to take a left at Starbucks, not left or not north or south. Face-off will be Rodemaker to start the second period, won by Rodemaker. Back towards Tome, who sends it up towards Horton. Now puck loose in the center ice. Banged off the boards now near side. Tome has it, looking for someone to pass to. Passes up near side boards. Sent on shot on goal. Blocked or saved by Delaney. Pinned up against boards. Go help her out, ladies. She's just kind of standing there waiting for some help. Rodemaker skates in there. The puck sneaks out to the near side. And back up to the point, fired in a shot, saved Delaney, pushed off, taken away by LeBlanc now. LeBlanc advancing the puck. She's got 3 girls, but she also has 4 of her own teammates there. Gets poke checked away at the blue line. Kicked out of the zone now. Tome waiting back there. Bangs it off the boards on the near side. Brown clears the lane, or clears the zone. Is able to get it and try to dump it back down, back behind the net. Rodemaker's going to give chase. Sent off the boards towards Horton. Horton, Rodemaker up there fighting for it. Centering pass, getting up towards Brown. Brown tries to get in a shot. Shot fired off by Rodemaker, but off the stick of one of the defenders. Sent down all the way. They're waving off icing. Look at you being all corporate, Kai-san says yes. I am a corporate man, as you can tell. Hool skating in now. Now Hool's going to draw a penalty. And here comes Novak. Alyssa Novak, centering pass, shot, save, puck, goal! I couldn't tell who finished that one off. It must have been Ellie Hool, it looked like. Novak there. Goebel was down in there. Hool finished it off with a delayed penalty. And we're going to be back to center ice here. I'll change the score. 4-1 now, Brainerd Little Falls. So that, I think, negates the penalty that was going to be called. Fired in a shot from Haar at the point, and center mass saved by the goalie. So that was good grit by the ladies down low there with Frenchie Goebel, Hool, and Novak just sitting there trying to take out the trash in the crease. Every goalie dad's worst nightmare. 3 opponents about 1 inch away from the goalie, just firing away, hitting X on the controller. Centering pass, hits the side of the cage, over far to the far side, now kept in by Johnson. Nope, can't quite do it, but passes cross ice over to Haar. Haar has it now, gets poke checked away at the blue line. The other direction now is Alexandria, who bangs off the boards right towards Johnson. Back up to Isla now. Isla stops. She's looking for someone to pass it to. Passes over to the far side where Goebel's waiting all by herself. Advances the puck, centering pass to Hool. Hool tried to put a shot on and did get one off, but picked up by the goalie. 14:43 left in the second. Now you can kind of see the score up there behind the Alexandria score bug. 13 shots on goal for Brainerd Little Falls, 8 for Alexandria. Face-off won by Brainerd. Hogstead back to Tome. Tome doing a little dance with it, fires in a shot in the stomach of one of the defenders right out in front of the net. Tome has it again, just bangs it off the glass on the near side. Scrum down in the near side corner, coming out of that scrum like it was Lila. Sends it off to Hogstead, couldn't quite handle it. I say Lila came out of this shot, puck loose in the crease and covered up by They gave Gakula an assist, but I don't even see her out there. So speaking of that, she's not here today, it doesn't look like. Unless she's wearing someone else's jersey. But they gave Goebel an assist. I think they must have been Alyssa Novak because she was down in there too. And Lila Wheels Welch, they were just got pushed from behind there by one of their girls. That's what they were kind of WTFing about. No, so they called that. See, I wasn't even paying attention that Alexandria went in the penalty box now. So for roughing, so Brainerd Little Falls on a power play now. First power play of the game for them. Pass from dump rope up towards Hogsted, and it'll be icing. So that'll kill some time as we go back down to our defensive end. 13:53 left in the second period. 1:39 left on the penalty. And for all you Alexandria folk watching, the player in the box is number 16. Whoever you guys can probably tell me who that is. So I don't have a roster for them. Banged off the boards now. Face-off was won by Rodemaker, but sent now back up to center ice. Alexandria has it in neutral. Killing a lot of this penalty off right now down on the center ice or on the defensive end for Brainerd Little Falls, but here comes Har with it. Skating around one girl, pushes up against far side boards, gets a shoulder into her, kind of fanned on it. Kept in the zone nicely now by LeBlanc. LeBlanc up at the blue line corner, advances the puck over to the far side, loads up, fires in a shot, glove save, picked out of the air by their goalie. 1:08 left in the penalty. Four to 1. 13:22 left in the second period. On the face-off is Rodemaker. Won by Alexandria, sent over all the way to the near side. Or scooped up, pushed down further in there is by Brown. Rodemaker down in the scrum in there. Horton getting in there. Rodemaker just bodying that girl up. She stands about a foot shorter than the other girl. Coming the other way, 45 seconds left in the power play for Brainerd Little Falls. Kicked out of the zone by Alexandria. Hart takes control of it over on near side. Stops, reverses pass, goes towards center ice, fires in a shot, kind of dribbled in there, and the goalie easily covered that one up. 33 seconds left in the power play for Brainerd Little Falls. 4 to 1. 12:47 left in the second period. Shots on goal are 16 for Brainerd, 8 for Alexandria. And as a goalie, Dad, like I say, keep those shots low. That's just fine. Isla Johnson puts in a centering pass / shot. Puck loose out in front in the crease, but tipped out now by one of the defenders. Coming around towards the near side is one of the Alec girls sent up the near side boards, and it's going to be an icing. They're playing Ice Ice Baby. Who's in the box? Oh, Jair's over in the box with Carrie Houle and Ben LeBlanc. On the face-off will be Houle. 18 seconds left in the power play. Won by Houle over to Novak. Novak lost her stick, though. So Houle just skates over and takes it. She's going to skate around the backside of the net with it. Looking for something to do. Nope, she skates around near side now. And she's just skating around. Fires in a shot. Center mass save. The girls kind of just stood there and let her skate around. And she's like, all right, don't mind if I do. I'll put one on net. 3 seconds left in the penalty. As Alexandria has two fresh skaters out there, number 6 and number 2 skate out. Houle on the face-off. Johnson and Scarlett out there on defensive pairing. Novak and Frenchie Goebel there. Shot, pad, save. Shot off the stick of Houle. Set pass back now over to Novak. Novak centering pass through the stick of Frenchie Goebel. Puck loose now in front of the Brainerd Little Falls bench. Fighting for it is Goebel. And flew in there is Houle and just pickpockets him and skates with it cross ice now. Stops. Tried a twist pass, spinning pass, but he's skating off the bench. Is Tome. Tome fires in a shot. Glove save. Back to Tome. Now back to Dump Rope, who keeps it in the zone at the blue line. Dump Rope skating around near side now. Getting pushed off into the boards where you can't see it because I don't have the camera there, but now you can. Puck loose now. Backhanded in now by Hogsted, but trying to be kept in the zone by Tome. Tome sends one down towards the net and covered up by the goalie. 11:23 left in the second. Texting my boo and my boo, Kai-san and my wife. Back behind the net now is Alexandria. Alexandria girl stops, reverses pass, skates over near side. And Kai-san, I told my, here comes Hogstead skating around. Lost the puck, but picked up by LeBlanc. LeBlanc fired in a knuckle puck, knocked off the off target by the blocker, the goalie. Sent back up to the blue line corner. LeBlanc broke that girl's ankles, then fires in a shot and deflected, missed wide left. Another centering pass, shot by a dump rope off the stick of one of the girls up high over the top of the net. And coming the other way now is Alexandria. Sent on net now, pushed off by Delaney, who made a ramp with her stick, but made it far, or pushed off to the left side. Centering pass now over towards Lila Wheels Welch, who has a goal today. Opened up the scoring for us early on in the game. Dump rope down there all by herself as we're on a line change. Up against the boards now is Har skates past, or skates with the puck. But getting there first is Isla Johnson. Isla has it, skating around near side. Sends it off the glass, and that's going to be tipped up, they're saying, so there's no icing. Alexandria circles around the back of the net, puts one move on, now gets poke checked away nicely by Rodemaker. And Rodemaker gives chase, sends it up against the boards, over towards their number 88, passes cross ice to number 11. Doing some stick work, sends it over to 24, can't quite handle it, just dumps it down in the zone where Har's going to pick it up behind the net. Har met with some defensive pressure. Fighting for it off the boards now. Har comes out of the scrum with it, passes cross ice, tries to get it to Horton. Har now just dumps it down, and it's going to be an icing. 9:16 left in the second. Brainerd Little Falls with a 4-1 lead. Defensive zone face-off coming here. And just like my wife's trying to make fetch happen, stop trying to make the B word happen. Because out of context, if somebody reads that, I don't think they really know what you're talking about or who you're talking about. Face-off won by Alexandria. Shot from the point, missed wide right off it after it was deflected by a couple of white jerseys. Now off to the near side corner. Now all the way back over to far side. And pushed off now by Frenchie Goebel, who's going to get there first. Has Novak on her left side, so it's a 2-on-2 right now. Centering pass to Novak, just out of reach of Novak. As they're trying for that one-timer. Puck loose now. Houle kicked it with her skate, bangs it up against the glass. Sends it across, or sends it up in the corner again. Now back out to the point where Scarlett loads up, fires in a shot. Center mass save. Puck loose. He blew the whistle, but it was still loose. But I guess the goalie had it kind of wrapped up in her jersey for long enough for the whistle to blow. Whistle to blow. Face-off won by Alexandria. Fighting back behind the net now is Novak, who has a goal and an assist already. Shot from the point, puck loose in the crease, and couldn't quite get there quick enough. Novak was flying in there, licking her chops, saw that loose puck in the blue, but couldn't quite get there as the goalie covered it up fast enough. I should write down who scores goals and who gets assists and stuff, so I can actually do like stats and whatnot, instead of just trying to remember people. But that's a good thing if I can't remember who all scored, because that means we had a lot of people scoring. Dump rope got a little tangled up there, but they're not going to call it a trip. I don't think it was. Maybe it was, but they didn't call it anyways. Skating up the far side is Alexandria. Shot deflected by LeBlanc. Back behind the net now over to the near side. Hogstead sends it back over to the far side where LeBlanc gets the puck. Sends it up towards Lila Wheels Welch. But taken by Alexandria, back passes it over off the skate of one of her Cardinals, sent in towards Delaney. Delaney kicked it off with her stick at the last second, over towards the near side, up to Hogstead. Hogstead just shovels it out of the zone. and has it dribble all the way down and towards the face-off circle. Dump rope has it now, stops, sends it all the way down towards Hogstead back in the corner by herself. Hogstead tries to send it out as it was kind of a give and go there in the basketball terms, where dump rope passed it to Hogstead, and Hogstead just shot for the goal, or skated in for the goal and tried to get a touch pass. But here comes dump rope again, has Annie Brown on her right side, passing over to Annie. Annie enters his zone, passes it over towards Horton. Horton dumps it back down behind the net. Alexandria picks it up, skating around. Skating near side now, back skating is Har. Skates towards center, poke checked away nicely by Isla Johnson. Isla doing a great job on defense these last few games. And we're going to get a penalty. Hooking. Hooking on who? Hooking on Har. Nope. Hooking on Rodemaker. No, Har? Har's going into both of them? No, Rodemaker. So Alicia Rodemaker, wearing her jersey today, hits the sin bin for a hook. With 6:48 left in the second period, be 2 minutes of power play for Alexandria Cardinals. Face-off won by Brainerd.
Minor penalty has been assessed to Brainerd Little Falls, number 26, Alicia Rodemacher. 2 minutes for hooking.
Puck loose at center ice. Flying up there was Goebel, trying to get some pressure on it as her dad John was yelling, now skating in, back pass, nice tip, shot off the skates of Scarlett. That was a fancy play by Alexandria, back up the top of the face-off circle, tried to fire in a shot, fanned a little bit wide left, now Goebel picks it up. Goebel tries to kick the puck up to herself, and does. Has Elsie Hool out in front of her, so it's a 2-on-2 right now, passes over to Hool. Hool fires in a shot, pad save, near side now. Nice play by Hool and Frenchie Goebel. Now back to Scarlett. Sent down. Scarlett is able to prevent that from entering the zone and sends it down for an icing. I hear John Goebel. You know it's hockey season when you hear Midwest Charlie Day yelling. He does sound like Charlie Day, doesn't he? Yeah, that's all I'm going to think about now when I hear him. Good catch. Well, we call his daughter Frenchie. Can we call him Charlie? Charlie and Frenchie. Slapper shot, save Delaney. Puck loose on the near side. Trying to be picked up by Hogstead, but now dump rope takes control of it. Knocked out of the air by the Cardinals. Sent back down into the corner where Tome tries to get the zone cleared by banging it off the glass. Kept in by Alexandria. All the way across towards dump rope. Couldn't quite get it there. Now all the way down behind the net. We got 39 seconds left in the power play for Alexandria. So another 30 seconds to kill off here at Brainerd Little Falls. Here comes Hogstead. Hogstead bumps it up. Cross ice now. LeBlanc doing a nice job of boxing that girl out and taking the puck and just sending it down, killing more time. 18 seconds left in the penalty. Near side boards, Hogstead picked it up but fired in a shot off the chest of one of the defenders. Puck loose now on the near side. But here comes LeBlanc. She's all over right now too. Banging it off the glass here.
Flying Warriors, full strength.
Back to full strength. Thank you, Carrie Hool, for reminding me of that. So back to 5-on-5 hockey. Successfully killed off that penalty. Weren't so successful on the first one, but we got the second one. Puck sent all the way from the red line. Back behind Delaney now. Picked up by Har. Har has it skating towards center ice. Skates around one girl. Skates around another. Enters the zone. Tries to put a shot down but misses wide left. Just kind of a dump it deep down into the zone. Now back up to the blue line. Kept in nicely by Isla. Isla fired one back behind the net. Bounces off the backboard. Picked up by Alec, who sends it over towards the near side boards where Rodemaker is back in, and she is trying to get the puck, just kicking it around in the face-off circle. Alexandria takes control of it, skating center ice, full head of steam, but Rodemaker gets there and says not so fast as she pickpockets her and sends it back. Scarlett cross ice pass, trying to get it to Annie. 3:35 left in the second period. Now coming up the near side boards, pass towards center ice. Scarlett's going to be the first one there now. Scarlett skating with it back around behind Delaney. Stops, reverses pass. Got it kind of poke checked away from her there last second. Centering pass, puck out front, but sent off to the right side. Another centering pass right out front. Shot, pipe. Near side now, back behind the boards. Scarlett's going to get there. Scarlett sent it all the way up. Does get the zone cleared. Flying towards it is Novak. Tipped up now by Horton. Gets it over to Rodemaker. Rodemaker's got an open lane. She loads up, fires in a shot. Save back behind the net now as the girl got taken down by the sniper. Novak's there to try to get the puck. Calling for the puck out in front is Johnson, but Rodemaker got tripped, but they're not calling that. And now pushed up against the boards was one of the Cardinals by Tome. And back around the net now. Just flying was Isla, but got poke checked away at the last second. Isla regains control of it though. Stops, reverses pass, skates up near side, has Alyssa up front, has Hool, but she's skating it in towards the near side. Fans out over to the right, skating around the backside of the net, looking for a centering pass, puck up front. Now backhand shot, goal or save. Sorry everybody, save was a nice shot though. Another shot over the top of the net. Goebel has it now, tries to center pass to Hool. Hool slapper, got a stick on it. Now another slapper shot in the face by Tome. Tome has it again over on the near side boards, sends it down towards the net, but picked up by Alexandria, and it's going to be an icing. 1:50 left in the second period, so a lot of nice scoring opportunities by the ladies in there. Keep firing away. 26 shots to 10 for them. Hogstead on the faceoff. Won by Alexandria. Alexandria skates it up near side, bangs it off the glass, gives chase to it herself. It's ball off the backboard, centering pass out front, still loose, but Dump Rope was able to kind of swoop it out of there instead of having that girl just standing there wide open. Now Hogstead has it, sends it all the way down to get it deep in the zone. 1:29 left in the second period. Pass cross ice over to number 6, who's skating, but back skating with her is LeBlanc. Shot, saved Delaney. She tried swiping it off with her stick and like kind of half missed, but luckily had her pads positioned to where it hit her pads. On the face-off on the defensive end right now with 1:16 left in the second period will be Rodemaker. Won by Rodemaker over towards Horton, but taken away now by Alexandria. Another shot wide right. Har back there to pick it up off the boards, but getting met by 2 Cardinals. Skating around near side now is Rodemaker. Now back behind the net is Isla. Johnson skating with it up far side, gets tripped. Yeah, I'm going to call that one. Keep going with it. Horton has it now. Passes cross ice, but Alexandria's going to get there first, so it will be the penalty. So, Brainerd Little Falls goes on another power play with 46 seconds left in the second period on a tripping penalty from their number 11. Looked like Olsen. What's Kai Sun saying? What are your thoughts again? No, I'm not calling it that, Kai Sun. Not calling that pure shot. The word you want me to call it. 40 seconds left in the second. Elsie Olsen in the sin bin for 2 minutes for tripping. So Brainerd Little Falls on a power play right now, and here comes Har to lead the charge. Out in front of her is Rodemaker. Near side now is Brown, getting met by stiff resistance. Banged off the glass, trying to get it to Horton, but back behind her now coming the other direction. Back skating is Isla Johnson. Rodemaker there to intercept that shot. Oh, she gets bulldozed from behind, lowered the boom, and They didn't want to do a 5-on-3. Wide open out front. Shot deflected off the shin guards of Har. Thank you, Har, for protecting my goalie daughter and not having to see that shot as it bounces all the way down. And that's the end of the second period, and they're going to clean ice here, 4-1 in the favor of Brainerd Little Falls. When they come back here after they get the ice clean, there will be a minute 14 left still on the penalty or the power play. As the goalies tap hands, and very, very stinky hands, I should say, because when she gets in that truck, if she hasn't washed her hands after wearing those goalie gloves, it's enough to choke a goat. Kai-san says, I knew as soon as I said that word, you were going to text me something. Thanks, Mike. So the Zamboni driver hitting the ice. And up here on the in the Iron Fire Ironworks broadcast booth, they'll show you the scoreboard. Maybe I should start calling it the Nelson Concrete and Masonry scoreboard. As I said yesterday, if I say his name enough, maybe he'll buy me a coffee and a hat. And he texted me this morning and said, maybe I will buy you a coffee and a hat. So also for all of your concrete and masonry needs, visit NelsonConcreteMasonry.com for all of your Pillager, Brainerd Lakes area surrounding, probably even further than that. Concrete needs. He's an experienced concrete guy. Top quality construction, does flat work and decorative stamped concrete and everything. ICFs, stonework, you name it. That should be good enough for a coffee and a hat. Again, that's NelsonConcreteMasonry.com, serving the Pillager area. He's a big Pillager sports guy, so I said he's supporting all the Pillager skaters on this Brainerd Little Falls 15U team. Well, we don't have to worry about going to watch a Vikings game today. Shots after 2 are 26 for Brainerd Little Falls and 11 for Alexandria. So they only got 5 shots that period. 6 the first period for them, 5 for the second. So good job on the defensive end by Brainerd Little Falls. I want to write it like this. 11. 26 shots for us. So that means we shot 16 times. If my Montevideo math is correct. And they shot 5. But we did have a nice few barrages of shots out front. Hey, Bo. Bo Oim here today. He was cutting and chopping and stacking wood for the winter yesterday. His daughter Allie on the bench for she's got an injury again. I can't remember if I think it was a leg injury or something. But she will be a nice welcomed addition when she comes back. When they all come back. Because, again, we don't know who's all going up to JV varsity, so we're going to be losing a few girls. So this isn't our official season-long team, which, watching them right now, they're very fun to watch, but you got to send a few up, so. Kai-san updated the period for me. Thanks. He can remote in a lot of stuff here. He had the Alexandria name and everything on here before I could even log in. He can do scary things with his phone. I think he watches me on my phone without me knowing it. Tunes into my camera. Wait until you see your search history. No, I kind of have a good idea of what it is already. But, you know, what they say. I'm not going to say it, so you just got to think of what they say. It is kind of nice having all this space here, but nobody to stand with me. I should maybe try to get off of this perch and just have the camera on here so it doesn't shake so bad. But then I think if I move it back, you get too much of the glass. Well, let's check some scores around the NFL today. Yes, Kaisan, that can be done. Any surprising scores right now? Not really. New York Jets are getting beat. That's not surprising. Baltimore's actually winning, but I think they have people back. Atlanta's getting beat by Miami. That's kind of surprising. Houston's beating San Fran. And the dumb Philadelphia Eagles are winning easily against New York. Now I got to Google Cam Scatable. I also Googled Frenchie Fasciano just to make sure that she was a decent character in Greece. It says she's a fun-loving, bubbly, flighty. Oh, that's it, fighty. Oh, and it says in a bit of an airhead, but so I don't want to go with that one. So maybe she's not like Frenchie on Greece. We'll just go with Frenchie because she travels to France all the time. Cam Scatable news. Carted off the field with a serious leg injury. Uh-oh. Gruesome, they even called it. Yep, he done. At least he scored me a touchdown before he broke his leg off. That was nice of him. So he was a fast Zamboni driver. Here's the ladies and Delaney and her stinky hands. There's Alicia and Lila Wheels Welch. Hey, Stan. There goes Mr. Dobosensky himself, the Ironworks owner who sponsors our ladies. You can see it on the back of their jerseys, Ironfire Ironworks. Again, the website is ironfiremn.com. Railings, spiral staircases, gates, and what do you say? Anything. 26 years of experience. Like I said, the fire pit he made us was fantastic. You know what else is fantastic? Somebody must have put quarters into the heater because it just got warm in here all of a sudden. Maybe it's because our ladies are skating out and things are starting to heat up. 4-1 as they skate out to start the third period. I'll get the scoreboard up there. The Nelson Concrete and Masonry scoreboard. So a minute 14 left in the penalty for Brainerd Little Falls when they get back out there. Again, 26 shots for Brainerd Little Falls, peppering their goalie. So their goalie's doing a pretty good job, though, only allowing 4 out of 26 shots in the first 2 periods. And 11 shots for the Cardinals of Alexandria. And again, welcome any Alexandria parents watching on YouTube. I know you guys got your own YouTube star, but maybe one day I'll be as big as the millennial farmer that you guys have over there. Shout out to him. Maybe he's watching me. And he'll say, good job broadcasting this youth girls hockey team. LeBlanc over there helping Delaney rough up the crease. Referees blowing the whistle, saying let's get this show on the road. Concessions are even open today, actually. People coming in with popcorn. It's nice over here, isn't it? People over here feeling the warmth of the heater. So the Cardinals skating out to get ready to start the third period. Nice little Sunday afternoon here. Still gives us enough time to do things when we get home. We got, a lot of us drive to Brainerd, so it's just a little bit closer than Alexandria. So Alexandria people should probably be home in enough time to, do all the necessary fall things before the snow starts flying. And I know I shouldn't talk that way, but it's a reality. The other reality is Hool's on the face-off now to start the third period. Goebel, Frenchie Goebel near side. Lissa Novak far side forwards. Tome and LeBlanc is our defensive pairing. Sent down into the Cardinal zone where Alexandria picks it up, skates off near side. Hool there to send it down into the corner. Centering pass over towards... Oh, there goes Hool. It was centering pass towards Novak. Hool had it. I thought she was going to fire a shot, but now a shot was fired from the blue line by Tome. Through the skates of LeBlanc. It'll be all the way down, but it'll be an icing. 42 seconds left in the power play. Speaking of snow, they're playing Christmas music now. They must be listening to the broadcast over there in the into the penalty box. A shot save, puck loose, but off to the far right side now. Novak sends it back. Oh, can't be kept in by Tome. So they're gonna have to reset now as Tome back skating, sends it over towards Frenchie Goebel. Goebel passes over center ice to Hool. Hool fires in a shot, center mass save. Puck still loose over on the near side. Tries to send it at the blue line, but taken away by number 12, Mills, who has the lone, or Hills. I've been saying Mills. As the lone goal of the game for the Cardinals, and offsides. So neutral zone face-off coming. Center ice face-off. 15:58 left in the game. A lot of game left, as they say. Dump rope on the face-off. Puck loose over on the far side. Alexandria picks it up, sends it down back behind Delaney. Now over to the near side where Har is going to look for something to do with it. Tries to send it up to Welch. Back to full strength for Alexandria. So they successfully killed off that penalty. But here comes Hogstead skating with it. She's got a little bit of room there. Pushes it, the puck in about a foot too late, but sent it on net. Was able to try to kind of poke that in there. And say what you will again, Kai-san. Say what you will. And face-off one, back to Isla. Isla tries to fire in a shot. Oh, fanned on by dump rope after it was knocked out of the air off the stick of Isla Johnson. Now coming the other direction. But poke checked away by Isla again. I think that was Isla, but back skate now is Isla. I know that. Pushing her off to the far side. Stopped her, made her reverse pass. Dump rope gets in there too. Dump rope flings up the boards to herself, passes it out to center, tries to get it to Welch or Hogstead. Banged off the boards now, picked up off the boards is number 2. Oh, Aaliyah got in there, got a shoulder to the head of that girl, but I don't know if that was intentional, but you heard the oohs from the crowd. But she got right back up. Tough girl, that number 2, the way it looks, so she's got the puck as we speak. Nope, that was number 8. Number 8 skating with it around now, center. Back skating is Rodemaker. She turns the skate with her, pushing her out behind the net. Isla Johnson there, same with Har. Har pushing her off, centering pass now. 10 skates around. She's going to skate back around the back side of the net, looking for someone out center. Kind of just skating circles around the ladies. Still circling. And that's going to be a trip. No, there. No. I don't know how that's not, I guess, but whatever. As one of our girls just got a stick in there trying to shot save Delaney. One of our girls got a stick in there trying to poke check it away and got tangled up in the other gal's feet. Here comes Johnson, picked it up off a fan shot. She's going to skate around and out to the near side, look for somebody out center. Nobody home as it got deflected by one of the Cardinals, now coming the other direction. Isla there again. She's just flying around, coming this way now is Scarlett. Scarlett putting on a couple of moves, getting heavily contested at the blue line, and all 3 of them go down like a set of bowling pins all together. Now coming the other direction, back skating by herself is Tome, who poke checks away nicely. Flung against the boards by Brown, but that girl picks it right back up. She's skating off far side, back skating to Scarlett, puts on a shot, ramped up off the stick of Scarlett. Horton down in the corner now. Poked out of there by Tome. Now sent up ice from Scarlett over to Rodemaker. Rodemaker has Novak on her right side. Loads up, fires in a shot. Pad save, puck loose out front. Rebound attempt, not there. Back behind the net is Novak. Novak looking for something. Hits the side of the cage. Covered up by the goalie. Say, should have covered up. They didn't whistle it. 13 minutes left in the game. I wish I had this heater yesterday in that Grand Rapids rink, but it also is very helpful that I have a coat on today. Face-off now will be Houle. Won by Houle back to Har. Har puts a move on one girl, fires in a shot. Save, covered up, puck loose, but dead as Houle is in there searching for the scraps and trying to take out the trash, but that goalie had her covered up good in the crease. Offensive zone face-off coming here. Ellie Houle skates into the face-off circle. Won by Houle, straight towards the net, covered up by the goalie again. So they're just going to do it again. Getting a few ticks off the clock there is about it. 12:49 left in the game. 4-1, Brainerd Little Falls. Face-off won by Houle. Over to Goebel, gets poke checked away in the face-off circle. Sent cross ice, now over to Har. Har dumps it down into the zone, all the way down to the near side. Oh, it did a rail grind on top of the boards. Go all the way over to the far side. Back to the blue line, kept in nicely by Houle. Houle sends one down towards the net, but it was wide right. And there's Houle again. She picks it up off the stick of one of the girls. She's going to look for somebody out front, but there's 3 defenders out front instead, but skates across center ice. Tip passes it over to Har. Har loads up, fires in a knuckle puck off the knee of Houle. Sent over to the near side corner. Kept in by LeBlanc. LeBlanc dumps it down, gives chase, but then retreats as number 86 or 88 skating with it now on center ice. She's got a full head of steam, but poke checked away by Har. Sent back down, fresh off the bench in a line change is Isla Johnson, who's been flying around today with a full head of steam here, skating up near side, looking for something to do, passes off center, but nobody home for her. So we're going back all the way to the other side where Scarlett Tyrell has it. Skating across center, gets tripped. But they're not going to call that. They haven't been really calling too many trips on either end here today. Back behind the net now. Scarlett sends it over down to the near side boards. Shot fired in, broken up off the skates, a dump rope. Sent off the glass, now to Lila Wheels-Welch. Lila Wheels-Welch has got a little bit of an opening here. She's got Annie Brown on her right. Poke checked away from Annie as she just received the puck. Sent up far side boards. Lila Johnson now loads up, fires in a shot. Wide left. Now down in the near side corner. Sent back up to the blue line where Scarlett has it. Loads up and fires in a shot. Had a corner picked out, but that goalie also had the puck tracked and was able to glove it out of the air and hands it to the referee. She was had a trajectory there to hit that top left corner. Had the goalie not been paying attention or being screened. Rodemaker now in on the face-off. LeBlanc and Tome on the defensive set. Back to Tome. Tome fires in a shot. Center mass save. So definitely making their goalie work today is that now they've been peppering her with 32 shots. She seems to be in good position with a lot of center mass saves and glove saves. Face-off Rodemaker again back to Tome. Tome passes over to the near side to LeBlanc. LeBlanc passes back over to Tome. Tome passes down in the far side corner where Brown's going to get off her defensive player, try to get to the puck, can't quite do it and lost her stick. Now coming around to the near side. Here comes Alexandria, but contested by Rodemaker, who took the puck away. Back over to the far side. LeBlanc skating up center, tries to pass it up, but Brown went off in a line change and didn't see the puck coming her direction. LeBlanc with it down in the corner now. LeBlanc passes up to Novak, couldn't quite handle the puck, sent back down into the corner. Shot, knuckle puck saved by Delaney. Nickname for Scarlett could be Scarlet Letter. I mean, it's not really a stretch. It just doesn't really roll. Got to think of something different, you know. Different than the B word, too. Like Frenchie worked. He had 1 out of 2. 1 out of 3 so far. Then the Horton here's a who thing. That's comical. Down in this corner. The B word will happen. Just like Dirty Mike and the boys. It will happen. Houle has it, puts on a dangle, puts in a shot and a goal. Ellie Houle puts a nice move on, dangled out to her left, back to the right, top corner. Picked out a shelf. Very nice by Ellie Houle with her second goal of the game. I gotta add that to the scoreboard, unless Kyson already did. 5-1. Brainerd Little Falls pouring it on here now in the third period. 9:48 left in the game. Back to Ellie Houle, who's had a shot by Houle again off the.
Scoring for the Flying
Let's hear this.
Number 66, Elise Houle, assisted by number 14, Addison Goebel. That's Houle for Goebel at 7:12 of the third.
Frenchie Goebel with the assist. I think she's got a goal and a couple of assists now. So a good game for Houle and Frenchie on that connection. The French connection right there. The Houle French connection. Back to the far side corner now. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. Ooh, a sniper took down Houle. But here comes Frenchie Goebel. She's going to look for another goal. She's skating off near, centering pass. Nicely shot. Oh, fanned on just a little bit by Hogstead. Couldn't quite get all of it. Shot by Har. Back. Another shot. Goal! Finished off by Hogstead. Har, I thought it was a shot, but it was a pass down to Hogstead, just sitting down in that corner waiting for it. And she said she shall not be denied a second time. As the first one, she didn't quite get all of it. And the second one, she's like, you know, usually like, I want that one back. She got that one back and capitalized. Top shelfer. 6-1 now. Brainerd Little Falls leading over the Alexandria Cardinals with 8:52 left in the game. 34 shots now for Brainerd Little Falls as compared to 13 shots for Alexandria. So again, another good defensive effort here to keep the puck away from my daughter in the crease, and I appreciates that's about to use. Near side now is Scarlett. Puck loose now. Alexandria picks it up, bangs it off the glass. Alexandria takes it again, but sent down by Scarlett. Cross ice pass through the sticks of everybody. Tome's going to give chase now, though. Tome will be the first one there. Centering pass taken away by Tome. Here comes Tome. Tome's on a little bit of a rush. Nice pass from Tome over to Brown. Brown sends one in. Backhanded pass by Tome, covered up by the goalie. So 2 shot attempts there by Tome, and a rebound effort, but goalie was there. Ellie's mom has called her hooligan. I get it. That one makes sense. Hooligan. We'll use it. Rodemaker on the face-off now. Won the face-off, back to Tome. Tome loads up, fires in a shot. Kick saved by the goalie, pushed off to the far side. Annie Brown tries a centering pass, but taken away by one of the Cardinals. That girl got tripped up off the skate of Tome, but jeepers. And then Annie just went down. But she's getting up. Far side now. Alexandria advancing the puck, centering pass, pushed off by the stick of Delaney. Now near side is Horton. Pushed off now. Back behind the net is Tome. Tome getting into a scrum up there, but she kept her footing. The other girl not so much. Now over to the far side. Here comes Rodemaker. Rodemaker skating with her own jersey on today. Does not confuse me. Skates over to the near side. Gets swallowed up by the red jerseys of the Cardinals and taken now by LeBlanc. Back over to Har. Har fires in a red line shot, covered up by the goalie, so it was on target. She said, why the heck not? Put one more on him. Put one more shot in that shot column to make it 38 now. On the face-off is Hool, the hooligan. Har back passes it over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc has it, bangs it off the boards, trying to get it over to Frenchie. Frenchie Goebel down there in the corner now, fighting for it. Hool flew in there to take it off the boards. Hool passes up to the corner to Har. Har tic-tac-toe passes over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc loads up, fires a shot off the shin guards of a girl, missed a little bit wide left. Now back to Har. Har bangs it off the glass over to Goebel. Goebel fighting for it down in the corner. Shovel passes towards LeBlanc, but picked up by Alexandria. And Alexandria just dumps it down here, but it's going to be a race by Har, and Alexandria. Har won it. Sent into the zone, but they're offsides. 6:27 left in the game. Ladies are playing fast-paced, good game now compared to yesterday's second game. Fell back into the rhythm of what they found in the first game versus Grand Rapids. Face-off won by Dump Rope. Back to Isla. Isla skating with it back behind the net. Isla skating out front now. She's got some speed. She has Lila Wheels Welch on her left side. Gets pushed off the puck but keeps control of it. And now pushed up into the boards. Getting up slow. She's getting up though. Sent down now to the near side. Scarlett has it, circles around, tries to pass it up towards Hogstead, but tipped up by one of the Cardinals. Hogstead takes control of it, sends it down to clear the zone. It's going to be all the way down. They're waving off icing. Dump Rope's going to get there to contest Alexandria. And does enough to keep it in the hands of Hogstead, who sends it over to Tyrell. And kicked into the zone, kept in by actually one of Alexandria girls. She didn't hit the shin guard. Centering pass to Hogstead, but kind of got a little bit too much defensive play there to do anything with it. Back up to Scarlett. 5:20 left in the game. Banged off the boards, sent down towards the backside of the net. Waving off icing again. I was going to say waving off Staples, because that's the last name of this girl. Wonder if she's related to Chuck Staples, who used to be my neighbor. Oofed. LeBlanc, she's tough. She got popped right back up. That looked like it might have hurt, but not LeBlanc. And LeBlanc just gets in there and says, "This is how you do it." And just shoulders the girl right to the ice and skates off towards the penalty box, where she can meet her dad sitting in the penalty box. She said, "Hello, Father." 2 minutes, 4:48 left in the game. Brainerd Little Falls with a 5-goal lead. They go on a penalty kill here where Alexandria's been successful at least one of the times, as their lone goal came off a power play about 35 seconds into it.
Minor penalty has been assessed to the Flying Warriors number 2, Ashley Law. 2 minutes for checking.
Now here comes Frenchie Goebel off the boards, tries to push her behind the girl. Diving out on top of it is their goalie, who covers it up, which probably was a smart move as Goebel was flying in there looking for a scoop and score. Now on the face-off is Hool. Hool won the face-off, put it on that shot, goal! Frenchie Goebel with a power play goal for Brainerd Little Falls is Addie Goebel. Off the face-off win from Ellie Hool. Waiting for Goebel on the left side as the face-off was on the right, and Goebel is perfect positioning. It has pound one in. So 7-1 now. Brainerd Little Falls. Goebel having a heck of a game. I gotta put that up. Sent on net. Delaney saved that one from, it was a long shot from like the blue line. But I was putting the score up, so I missed it. Now Rodemaker far side. Oh yeah, shorthanded. Yeah, Ellie Hool with having a game herself with an assist, and Goebel also a game with her goal. And yeah, that was shorthanded, not power play. So even better yet. I still think they should implement the jailbreak rule like they do in the PWHL, where if you're shorthanded and score a goal, then your person gets out of the penalty box. I think, reward them for showing offensive pressure, not just sitting back. Shot, save Delaney, puck loose out front still, rebound attempt, pushed off to the left side. Back behind the net now. Novak has it. 49 seconds left in the penalty. I'll push this up so you can see this clock. The clock, Kaisan now back around the back side of the net. Back up to Staples, 24, loads up, fires in a shot, saved Delaney, pushed off to the near side. Novak tries to clear the zone, can't quite do it, but back over to Isla. Isla does get the zone cleared. Alexandria going to circle around, pass it back up, trying to get it to the girl, but Tyrell was right there, gets poke checked away. No, she kept with it, faked me out. Scarlett gets in there, pushes that girl off the puck, centering pass by Hogstead, but Hogstead goes in there to take it away from the Alexandria girl. Now zone cleared. 9 seconds left in the penalty kill for Brainerd Little Falls. Pass cross ice, trying to get it to Dump Rope. Dump Rope does tip it up over to the left side. Back to full strength, so Brainerd Little Falls killed that penalty off and added a goal on top of it during that 2 minutes. Off the shin guard of Alexandria, off the stick of Haar, now coming the other direction. Shot now, but deflected by Tome. 2.5 minutes left in the game, flung up the ice by Hogstead, and then it's going to be an icing. Oh, run time even, that's right. So Brainerd Little Falls up 6 goals. They have a running time in the third period, up 6 or more. Then I think they have to get back to like being down by at least 4 to get the running time to stop or something, if I remember right. Shot, missed wide right, now over to the near side. Sent on net, but broken up by Tome. Another shot across the crease. Here comes Annie Rat-Brown. Annie skating with it up far side. She's got 2 girls to her left. Tries to get it over towards Rodemaker, but Poe checked away. Now Tome has it, faked out a slapper. Now tip passes it back to Annie. Annie shovel passes in. Another shot by Tome, broken up by a stick. Annie Rat-Brown puts in a shot, save, puck loose right out front. Alexandria picked it up though. And just sends it down the ice. Annie Brown passes cross ice to Horton. Here's a who. Horton sends it down. Back behind the net now. Rodemaker is going to be there to give chase, but Alexandria girls skated around her. Now skating down to the near side. You heard carry, 1 minute remaining in the third period. And it's going to be, must be an offsides or icing. So clock still running. So good job by the ladies today, as they're going to wrap up this game here in 39 quick seconds. The 6-goal lead, that clock doesn't stop in the third period. On the face-off, wearing the Iron Fire Ironworks jersey, is number 66, Ellie Hool, who won it. Back over to Novak. Novak's got a goal and an assist this game too, I believe, and gets hit to the ground, but it's getting back up. And Sniper took down that girl right in front of Addie Goebel. Puck loose underneath Hool's feet. Now over to the far side. Banged off the boards now, blue line corner. Fired down in there by Isla. Back behind the net, and that'll be the game. So nice job by the ladies. Only allowing 16 shots on my darter. So 15 saves for the ladies, 6 or 7 goals for the Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors. Spread them out a little bit. The few girls had a couple, if I remember right. A few assists by each. I think Poole and Goebel had a few. I think Novak had a couple points. Lila Wheels Welch for the goal. I should, like I said, I should write them down. Hogstead with a goal. I should write them all down, like I said, so I can remember. I don't leave anybody out here, but Dump Rope have one too? I can't remember. So they're circling up, doing the post-game prayer thing. All the coaches out there and whatnot. And yeah, everybody did good. Let's see. That's right, I got my cell phone. I can see when the next game is. It is schedule. Next game is probably next weekend. Yeah, it is Saturday, November 1st. At home versus Moorhead, so that'll be a test like usual versus Moorhead, but we'll see if we have what we have for our team, if girls will be called up by then or not. But yep, 10 a.m. on Saturday, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And then we have another one versus the River Blades that night at 7, so tune in next Saturday and join me right back here on the Board Banging broadcast. And thanks for watching. Thanks if the Alexandria people were watching. If you were, thank you. And yeah, watch for deer.